Hello, this is Ron with Rising Sun Properties. Thank you guys so much for checking out the videos. I'm getting a lot of great feedback. All of our clients that sign up with us tell us that they choose us because of the way we're showing properties. I've done that from the very beginning. Don't sugarcoat anything, point out all of the issues. I'm not trying to oversell or make something seem to be something that is not. So thank you guys so much for the feedback, and stay tuned for more videos which I show the properties all the same. Next property is south of Osaka. It's about an hour and a half by train and about a 15-minute walk from the local station. It's kind of in a local neighborhood in a cul-de-sac. Very nice neighborhood, very quiet, really decent price for the house at 10.8 million yen. That's about 70,000 USD right now. It's a 5 LDK, actually KK. There's two kitchens, one upstairs and downstairs, has two toilets. We were moving forward with one of our clients. The night before we were scheduled to view it, there was an intent to purchase come in on it. So as I was viewing it, little did I know that the intent to purchase from another buyer had come in overnight. This happens and we just have to navigate as we go. However, they backed out and we did have a chance at the house. Later we found out that although it is a very nice house, it's built by Sekisui. I believe it's a steel reinforced concrete home, so very nice company, home builder, great home. However, the roof and the walls need to be replaced. So we were not aware of this. We probably would find out during the inspection, but it sounds like many buyers have backed out because of that. And so they told us straight up. It was originally listed at 14.5 million, and they brought it down to 10.8. So it seemed like a really good buy. However, they were very upfront when we put in the intent, because it sounds like several people had backed out once they found out about this, that the roof needs to be completely replaced and the walls, the outside walls, need to be replaced. This would be about 6 million yen total, and it does need to be done very soon. So they said as long as they're okay and understand that, they would go ahead with the offer. However, they were not going to allow us to do an inspection until after they bought the home. I'm sure the home was going to be fine with the rest of the inspection because it's built by a very well-known builder. But because of that, our client who was interested in this property did not move forward with it. So this property is still on the market. However, it's more of like the, I guess, 16, almost 17 million yen price range when you're put into a factor that you need to replace the roof and also the walls. But it is a very nice home. These are things that are out of our control. We really don't know about them until we do the viewings and do the inspection. This one, they were fortunate enough to tell us that the roof and the walls, outside walls, do need to be replaced, and didn't hide that at all, because I think probably 3 buyers had already put in the intent and backed out after they discovered this fact. So keep that in mind. We try to do as much background work as we can even before we go view the property. That's part of our services that we offer, and try to uncover anything while I'm there, and then finally bring in the inspector to reveal anything that we can't see by a licensed inspector who are architects themselves. So thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the tour and stay tuned for more. And on to the tour. Took a Shinkansen to Shin Osaka and some local trains down to the area. Was a rainy day. Here is the neighborhood it's in. Very quiet residential area. So if you want to get out of the city a ways, this is a great home to consider. 10.8 million yen, that's 70,000 USD, 2-story 5 LD KK, built in 1997. 152 square meters and 250 square meters of land. So quite large home. Have some yard area so you can do some gardening, stuff like that, with parking as well. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier, it's built by Sekisui, which is a very well-known builder here in Japan. These were all shut, so most of the windows and doors have shutters, just kind of showing you they are the slide up ones that don't slide to the side, so a little bit easier to manage. Here's some of the yard. You can see there's plenty of area. It goes back to the fence there. The walls do need to be replaced, but I can't see with my eyes why. But I'm taking the word to the seller on that, as well as the roof, so kudos to them for letting us know about it. Here's the Genkan. Plenty of storage area, as you can see. So they go all the way to the ceiling, and lots of different storage compartments here. I don't know how many different compartments for shoes you need, but plenty there, excuse me. This also has a patio area that we'll get to in the back, kind of a sun area. Here's the door to one bedroom on the first floor, directly to the right of the entrance. Aircon back there in the corner. You see here it is with the shutters. So lots of natural light coming in, even on this rainy day. Aircons will almost always need to be replaced. Not a big issue. They're not very expensive here in Japan, you know, considering, especially in America or Canada. I heard they're quite expensive there. I mentioned this lots in my videos. You can replace the air cons with a refurbished one for about 40 to 50,000 yen. That's maybe like $350, or a new one for, you know, maybe about double that. Here we are in this home, and all the doorways, except for that one, which goes outside, it's a little bit shorter, but all the doorways inside are quite tall. Again, I'm 181, 182 centimeters. So plenty of head clearance for most people. You can see the parking in the back there with plenty of yard area. Here's the toilet on the first floor. This one looks fine, besides maybe the wallpaper, but the toilet itself looks okay and doesn't need to be replaced. Plenty of storage in this house in all the rooms. Here is some storage underneath the stairs. Continuing to the left is the bath area. Quite spacious with the bathtub in the back and lots of natural light coming in. Some storage tucked off to the left. You can see some of the shelving was a little bit dirty, but overall this home was very clean. No dust in the corners, anything like that. That is the vent there. So you can tell this house has been taken care of, and once you replace the roof and the walls, it should be good for many years to come. Big tub with the reheating function and autofill, which is always nice. So that's a look into the living room area, but again, some storage off to the right. This home really felt like a home. You know, it's probably larger than most of our clients would be looking for. The particular client we're working with on this are actually relocating to Japan. So they want a home that's going to, you know, serve as their actual home they'll live in permanently. Most of our clients are looking for holiday homes. But regardless, it's a very nice home. The kitchen could use a little bit of updating. The burners looked a little weird, might need to be replaced. Going through the drawers. Don't know if it's necessary, but I like to show all of the home that I can. I did notice there was a little leak underneath. I don't think it's that big of an issue. It just needs to be tightened up, but I did see some water after turning on the faucet. And it does have a dishwasher. You can see the wallpaper is a bit dirty and needs updated. That'll probably be the case on most homes. Here's a crawl space. And took a look underneath. Looked pretty good. I've seen much worse. You can see it looks pretty solid. It's on concrete, the steel there. So I would assume that this the foundation is completely fine. Don't see any cracking or moisture, stuff like that. Looks like plenty of room for the inspector to crawl around to the entire house, so that's great. See these sliding doors that slide across and block off the living room to the dining kitchen area. Here's the living room. See an aircon up in the corner. That was, I think, 2018 or 19. So might be able to use that just as it is. There's that other piece of equipment. I think it's a vent, that yellowish one up in the corner. Look at the yard, parking. There was a gate on the parking that I would remove if it was mine, just because it's a little bit cumbersome to park, but get that out of there and no problem parking your car. Here's the laundry room with a sink back here, and the sunroom looks like it was added on after the home was built. Sink looks pretty new. And some pull down storage here. This is also the room where the washing machine is, and it looks like there's hot and cold water, and that is to be noted because 95% of what I see is they only have cold water in Japan. In America, I think it's pretty standard to have both, but in Japan usually only see cold water. But behind these doors is where the washing machine would go, and you see looks like there's the hot and cold water coming into it, so that's a bit of a bonus, I guess. Here's the sunroom. The foundation of it looked a little funky. They might have built it themselves, I'm not sure, but it's not part of the structure itself, so not a big deal. It is here, carpeted. You can see that could definitely be improved upon. Now, walking out, this is back where we entered, in the toilet there, and onto the second floor. So this is basically it looked like a dual home. You see this sometimes. There's a small kitchen up here, as well as it's a bedroom, but it could serve as a living room as well. Kind of wraps around and it feels pretty spacious up here. Again, the doorways are all quite tall. Carpet on the floors, that old aircon in the corner. So that's good to see because you don't need to drill any holes or do anything else. You just have somebody come in and replace it. Closet space in the back of the room. All the floors are looking good. Again, plenty of natural light. All those windows have shutters on them. So when the shutters are shut, it's quite dark, but even on this rainy day, plenty of natural light coming in. Here's the S. I think this has an S. I forgot to put in the title, but this is a storage room. All the doors are closing properly, so I don't think there's going to be much leaning to the home. Some hallway closet space here. And the bedroom. Again, those windows all have shutters on them. Lots of closet space back there. And it also has a door out to a balcony. Couple different angles of the room. It's a pretty heavy-duty handle here on that door, but here's a small balcony overlooking the neighborhood. The neighborhood looked like most of the homes were being lived in. There was one home across the street that looked abandoned, but other than that, looks like all the homes are being lived in and maintained. This is the living room area. We'll go around to the other side. So that door is underneath the stairs there that goes up into the attic. And here is the kitchen on the second floor. Very modest kitchen, but it's here. So if you have guests over, they can have their own little spot and do some cooking. Or if you have some, children and can trust them to cook on their own, here's a place to get them trained up. Just a one burner and a small sink, but would definitely serve its purpose. Maybe even have this room off to the right as a movie room, a place to pop some popcorn here. So here's another bedroom, which is to me is kind of a second living room. It's carpeted as well. Again, lots of closet space. With the closet, it looks like it'd be used as a bedroom, so, either way. See the aircon up on the left corner. And that one was newer as well, so if you bought the home, wouldn't need to be replacing that right away. Look out into the neighborhood, plenty of greenery. You see the bushes kind of wrapping around the house as a bit of a wall there. And this is the other side of the balcony from the bedroom we were in previously, off to the right. And here is the ladder up to the attic. Not much to see up here. There is a light up there. I didn't find the switch, so it's a bit dark. Not much to see, but it's just some extra storage space. Right there is a vent, it looks like, but it's not powered at all. Going back through the kitchen, through the door, is the second toilet in the sink here. So it's kind of nice to have an extra sink. Again, if you have a bigger family or some guests over, they don't need to go downstairs. They have their own spot here. So for the price, even at $17 million, you know, after you add on the repairs for the roof and the outside walls, it seems like a pretty fair deal because it's a good home. It's in good shape. Here's the baby blue. That might need to be upgraded, but it's fine working the way it is. Again, the wallpaper. But overall, this is a really good home. If you're okay with the location, I think it's a great one to consider. And also, it just goes to show you, if you get outside of the city, and okay, even with driving a little bit, a lot of our clients want to be closer to the city because they're traveling, they want to be well connected. If you're okay at getting outside of the city a bit, you can get a lot more for your money. And here's a good example of that. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you're interested in purchasing, have some questions, email me or send me a message on WhatsApp. I answer all of our inquiries. Thank you very much and have a great day.